happens if after that discussion you're still not 100%? Well, support him anyway. Help him to make that decision successful. And when he makes a mistake, or when things don't go as he may have planned, and it happens, despite our best efforts, all husbands make mistakes. Don't belittle him. It's not necessary to tell him, I told you so. He already knows. See, a Christian wife should be a helper that works with their husband. Indeed, the Bible describes a capable wife as a person of great value. And so your efforts can contribute much to the happiness and pleasantness in your home. See, these are all traits that will endear you to Chris. And if you follow the advice from the originator of the family, Jehovah God, at least two things will occur. The first is your marriage will have the greatest possibility of happiness. And the second, you will be dearly loved by Chris. Now, the love that you have for one another have moved you to this point where you're soon to be joined in marriage. You want to continue to cultivate the love you have for one another. Note the advice that Jehovah God gives you in that regard. I invite you to turn to Colossians chapter 3. That's Colossians chapter 3. And we're going to look at verses 13 and 14. Continue putting up with one another and forgiving one another freely, even if anyone has a cause for complaint against another. Just as Jehovah freely forgave you, you must also do the same. But besides all these things, clothe yourself with love for this perfect bond of union. Here you're admonished that you both should clothe yourself with love. Just as clothing protects the body, love safeguards marital unity. So work hard to make sure that the other feels secure in your relationship. By your word and actions, reassure the other that they are the most important person to you on earth. To the extent that it depends on you, do not let anyone or anything come between you. Look for ways each day to show love for one another. Set aside time daily to talk to each other and really listen to one another. And it can't be stressed enough. Work hard to maintain good communication. You see, when there's good communication in a marriage, both husband and wife will feel free to make their needs known. And it's under this loving climate and atmosphere that you can be sources of comfort for each other in times of disappointment and stress. See, when a couple is courting, it's quite often the case that they do a lot of little things for each other to show their love and their affection. They may send each other flowers. They may send cards. They may send loving texts and leave voicemails. They may leave notes. See, you want to continue to do those things in the days, and the weeks, and the months, and the years to come. See, don't forget the things that help you to cultivate that love for one another. Make it a habit to show kindness in little ways, by tender acts of affection. You see, doing all these things will strengthen your marriage. It will help you to cultivate deep love for one another. Remember, love never fails. Well, it's that time we've all been waiting for. I invite the bride and the groom and the legal witnesses to stand. So, Chris, do you, Chris, in the presence of Jehovah God and these witnesses, take Jonise to be your wedded wife, to love and to cherish in accordance with the divine law as outlined in the Holy Scriptures for Christian husbands, for as long as you both may live?
I do.
Would you Do you, Jonise, in the presence of Jehovah God and these witnesses, take Chris to be your wedded husband, to love and to cherish and deeply respect in accordance with the divine law, as outlined in the Holy Scriptures for Christian wives, for as long as you both may live?
I do.
Who gives this woman to be married to this man?
I do.
Thank you. All right, Chris, if you could repeat after me. I, Chris, take you, Jonise, to be my wedded wife.
I, Chris, take you, Jonise, to be my wedded wife.
To love and to cherish in accordance with the divine law.
To love and to cherish in accordance with the divine law.
As set forth in the Holy Scriptures for Christian husbands.
As set forth in the Holy Scriptures for Christian husbands.
For as long as we both shall live together on earth.
As long as we both shall live together on earth.
According to God's marital arrangement.
According to God's marital arrangement.
Jonise, if you could repeat after me. I, Jonise, take you, Chris, to be my wedded husband.
I, Jonise, take you, Chris, to be my wedded husband.
To love and to cherish and deeply respect.
To love and to cherish and deeply respect.
In accordance with the divine law.
In accordance with the divine law.
As set forth in the Holy Scriptures for Christian wives.
As set forth in the Holy Scriptures for Christian wives.
For as long as we both shall live together on earth.
For as long as we both shall live together on earth.
According to God's marital arrangement.
According to God's marital arrangement.
Are there rings to be exchanged? Chris, I'd invite you to place the ring on Jonise's finger. And Jonise, if you could do the same to Chris. These rings are an outward and visible sign, signifying unto all the uniting of this man and this woman in the bonds of matrimony. For as much as Christopher James Johnson and Jonise Marie Evans have covenanted before Jehovah God and these witnesses to accept each other in wedlock, I, as an ordained minister and by the authority conferred upon me by the Holy Scriptures and the state of New York, pronounce that they are husband and wife together. What God has yoked together, let no man put apart. So we'll say a prayer now. Dear Heavenly Father, Jehovah, we're very thankful we can gather here for this